Today, I begin my basketball journey to become an NBA superstar and greatest of all time. From working my way to Rookie of the Year in the NBA, to exposing the streetball players of the city, my journey to NBA stardom begins now. Can I become the greatest NBA player of all time? I played 100 days of my career in NBA 2K24. Any good MyCareer journey starts way before we enter the arena. If you've played NBA 2K, you know it starts with the MyPlayer Builder. And this year, in honor of Kobe Bryant, I decided to replicate Kobe to the best of my ability, first try. After making sure I had a 90 mid-range, a solid 3-point shot, great perimeter defense, and some dunking, I was ready to see how accurate I came to creating number 24 Kobe. Please say Kobe. What? Why not, bro? As you can see, that did not go as planned. I ended up making a perimeter shot creator with shades of DeJounte Murray, Hershey Hawkins, and Anthony Simons. Loading into the city for the first time on day one, it is my job to head to the arena for my first NBA game. That's right, my NBA debut. I arrived surrounded by paparazzi, flashes, cameras, you know what I mean? I'm ready to roll. I am the NBA's highest prospect. Like, what more can you expect, bro? After making my way to the locker room and getting a quick pep talk from my father, who seemed very intense, it's time to get my first quest, History in the Making. This requires me to outperform Michael Jordan and LeBron's rookie debuts. Being the Los Angeles Lakers' newest prospect, I had the shoe rep wanting to talk to me, as well as my assistant coach looking to give me a pre-game pep talk. Of course, you already know I had to sign with Nike. Oh, dude, you already know I'm signing with Nike. Y'all can't be tripping. Assistant Coach Warren introduced me to GOAT skills, which is new for NBA 2K24. GOAT skills are enabled when reaching certain goals like making 4 mid-range shots or taking it to the bucket 3 times in 4 minutes. Once completed, you receive a large boost to your attributes. I'm hoping to put these to good use, so I equipped a shooting and a playmaking GOAT skill. Oh, practice facility? Then there's a workout thing in here. You don't even have to go to the Gatorade thing, bro. I also had a quest to talk with Hendrix Cobb or something. I have no idea who this guy is or how he relates to the story, but he gave me a quest. I'll take it. It was finally time to play my first game. And whether I realized it or not, I was setting myself up for failure. 2K has even warned me that I shouldn't be playing in a higher difficulty. I'm playing in Hall of Fame right now for some dumb reason. I thought I could take Hall of Fame. This also introduced NBA 2K24's new GOAT Moments, which is its own point system for you to climb the GOAT tier ladder. You can get GOAT points like getting All-Stars, winning championships, or breaking records. I was ready to be the franchise face of the Los Angeles Lakers. No LeBron James and no Anthony Davis is getting in my way. Right off the tip-off, I could tell Hall of Fame was going to be rough, man. The defense was clamping me up and I couldn't get around anybody. Luckily, I had AD ready, locked and loaded for the mid-range, getting me my first NBA career stat, my first assist. Oh, give me an assist, AD. Yeah. Unfortunately, this would be the start to an end, as after 2 first quarter halves, I was still scoreless. That is right. 0 points on the board, man. I am failing my father's legacy right now. He is friggin' super disappointed. I already know. Why am I fading? Dude, I hate this, bro. I'm changing my difficulty. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's too late. I have to finish this game. Like, I can't even... Oh my frick. After still struggling for a whole other quarter, I finally get my first NBA bucket, an and one lay, baby, and I made the free throw. Yes, bro, I just greened an and one layup, thank goodness. After only scoring one more time for the entire game, I was a little disappointed in my performance, and I'm pretty sure that's why you're not supposed to play in Hall of Fame. As you're going to see shortly, I didn't realize that until like 4 games in, so we're going to have to bear with my performances up till then. After a pretty lackluster first performance, I must admit, the media harassed me to death, as I was the top prospect in the draft and honestly played like poop. And not only that, after getting done with the media, my father also ripped me to shreds as well. Shout out to Pops. Then this random guy also, who apparently hosts some sort of podcast to discuss GOAT tiers, gave me a little chat too. He was more positive than my father, so I appreciated it. Of course, after my first game, I had to take a look on social media to see what the population was saying. Thanks, Josh Giddey, for believing in me. Oh, Quavo? Quavo? No way! Hey, I'm not gonna do my boy dirty like that. He had a bad game, but you know you the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Since I played like crap, I decided to hit up the practice facility to work on my badges. If you didn't know, in NBA 2K video games, there's attributes and badges. Attributes are your basic stats, so if you have an 85 three-pointer, that's pretty good. These attributes can go a maximum of 99. Badges excel your player's playstyle. So for example, shooting badges include blinders, deadeye, things that make it harder for defenders to contest you. 2K24 has an in-depth quest system with tons of side quests that include drills from Lethal Shooter, Chris Brickley, and even badge perks. At the end of day 1, I decided to head home to get some well-earned sleep in preparation for the Lakers home opener the next day. Because I still didn't want to change my difficulty for some weird reason, I ended Game 2, the Los Angeles Lakers home opener, the highest rookie prospect in the NBA. Oh my dude. With 0 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Can you believe it? And it looks like my next game was going to be against a positional rival, introducing NBA 2K24's new key game system that gives you the option to only play in key games, which give you a My Points boost. This key game was a positional rival against Paul George. Before the Paul George matchup, we had 2 games where we lost. That's right, both games. Dude, we're literally 0-4 the Lakers right now. At this point, I was triggered that I was looking like a clown, so I knew I had to go out and perform. And that's exactly what I did. Not only did we beat the Clippers. Oh yeah, we gotta bang that one home, yeah. And I beat my positional rival, but I had a nice 20-point game. After getting some shots up in the practice facility once again, I decided to take a trip around the city, meeting some NBA superstars who were able to give me some new badge perk quests. Since the badge system has a progression and regression system, these perks can come in very handy, like immunity, which makes it so a badge is much harder to lose progression, and overdrive, which makes a badge have a boost in progression. After beating the Magic, it was now time to face off against another key game. And this time, it was Jimmy Butler. I was hoping to keep the heat from my 20-point outing in my previous key game, and that I did, finishing with 25 points and even getting a couple assists in there, beating the Heat in Jimmy buckets. After this game, I decided to check out my attributes, and I was still only a 79 overall. I was hurting for that succulent virtual currency. Despite my low overall, my hard work in the gym had paid off, as I had now been averaging around 10 points and 5 assists, and also getting our record up to above 500 over the next week. But yes, we have another positional rival in Donovan Mitchell, and you know what that means. It's time to shine. After talking with assistant coach Warren to get prepped for this next game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, I also was cooking up something in the back of my mind. Little did the Lakers organization know, I was unhappy playing alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and I had other things in mind, but we'll get to that later. After having a solid outing against Donovan Mitchell, but nothing to outperform him, 10 points, 8 assists, almost my first double-double, my father wanted to talk to me about some endorsement opportunities coming down the pipeline.
So obviously we've been doing the endorsement thing for a little while now. Yeah. I got sick of having, one file on my laptop, one on my phone, we got one on your phone, one under the coffee machine. So I put everything in one place. It's in the cloud, you can access it wherever you are. Stay on top of things.
Pop, the cloud?
What
is this, 1998?
What do you mean that's what it's called?
We don't say the cloud, just say online, Pop.
Boy, will you just look at this? I'm trying to help you out.
Let me see what you got here, old man.
These endorsements, once signed, give you VC rewards with brands like AT&T and 2K themselves. As I stated, I have not been happy playing for the Lakers organization, so secretly, behind LeBron's very back, I went to the general manager and requested a trade. And to what team, you may ask? Well, none other than the team that drafted the young Kobe Bryant himself. My new MyPlayer Black Mamba requested a trade to the Charlotte Hornets. To get my mind off the trade requests and the stress of still having to play a couple games with the Lakers, I decided to look at the customization options and outfits I may have unlocked along my career path so far, grabbed some side quests, and that's right, went through plastic surgery to make my face look exactly like Kobe's. You may ask yourself, how is that getting your mind off the trade? Well, it might be a little intense, but we're the Black Mamba, so we had to make it happen. I had also just recently unlocked the new family flashbacks, and that is where I can play as my uncle, Truck, who was an NBA star, and as my father, who was also an NBA star, in big key moments for them in their careers to unlock rewards like jerseys and VC. So I decided to take on my first family flashback of humble beginnings.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
With the story of how my uncle went from a G League team to an NBA star. This flashback had me sweating in my pants as I had to hold Magic Johnson to under 10 points and 5 assists.
About guarding Magic? Good. See your warm-ups.
Because of my Uncle Truck's amazing defense, we were able to pull it off.
Your grandpa was ready for anything. Didn't matter what he was up against. That man had ice water in his veins. Sure, you've been skipping leg day and it shows. Look at the little chicken legs.
No. Hold on, Pop. I'm crushing leg day, man. It's
So
your fault.
you better hit the weight room before you step to me.
You know what? I'm ready. We can hit it right now.
Not only was I ready for my next game, my trade to the Charlotte Hornets went through. So I was now able to play alongside the likes of LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. Yes, I got traded to the Hornets. Let's go. Also, because of my Nike deal, I was able to deck myself out in some Nike kicks for my debut as a Charlotte Hornet. This trade seemed to work out for both me and the Hornets as I came out with a vengeance, wanting to show myself on a new team.
MP against Hero. Now, here's MP. To stop the drought. It's good!
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple.
That is right. I ended up hitting the game winner in my home opener debut for the Charlotte Hornets. You can't get better than that. In the coming days, it was clear that we had a young team as we struggled to get wins if I didn't at least drop 20 or more. After matching up against rival Paul George once again, we gave him the smoke. And after the game, I was able to meet with CJ McCollum to become an ambassador of the NBPA, the Players Association of the NBA. It was now time to progress to another positional matchup, Devin Booker. But keep in mind, as you can see here in the simulation, I dropped 25 points on my previous team despite taking an L to LeBron and AD. We gave the Suns a run for their money in my almost 30-point outing. And it looked like I have another family flashback called Truck's Late Career Masterpiece, where it is my job to outscore Michael Jordan by 5 or more points. Inspiring stuff. After watching my Uncle Truck Mamba give Michael Jordan the smoke, I was ready for my next key game, which was an important matchup against fellow rookie Victor Wembanyama. I had to show that I was the better rookie. On top of this, I had also finally decided to exit Hall of Fame and enter into pro difficulty. Yes, this may be a little bit cheese playing in pro difficulty, but I needed the points, man. I needed the GOAT moments. I was slacking, and I wanted to secure more stats and W's. Not only that, I wanted to grind out some of my important shooting badges as I was planning on taking this build to the park with the boys. Because of the motivation from Uncle Truck and the combination of me changing difficulties, I had my first 60-point outing with 1 assist. I was not trying to pass that ball. I was trying to green up middies. Oh, my dude. Oh, dude, I'm literally dropping 80. You're not even wrong, dude. Because of this amazing performance, I had passed Victor Wembanyama in the MyCareer GOAT tier list. That's one step to tier 1. At this point, I was still a measly 80 overall, still in search for virtual currency. That's another backing issue with this game that I just want to state. Virtual currency prices is at an all-time high and also at an all-time low in terms of earnability without purchasing any. After that game, I had also unlocked the new tier GOAT skills. Oh my dude, I just dropped 70 points and I just simmed a game and it's like 10 points. Oh, 55, there we go. Dang, but I'm only... It was like 10 points in a game. Like, what the frick did I do that game? Like, good simming. But I'm only an 81, though, so I can see how it's, like, confused. After beating the Timberwolves in another key matchup, it was time for another family flashback, but this time from my father. This was my father's dominant debut, which required me to drop 40 points or more against Kobe Bean Bryant, my idol, my bigger idol than my own father. After watching that motivating performance from my dad, it was All-Star break and I had made the Rising Stars team. So I had to go show that I was the ultimate rookie star. I put on a scoring barrage of 46 points on all the rising stars, proving my dominance. I was gunning for Rookie of the Year. Now, because it was All-Star break and I was only participating in the Rising Stars game, I had a nice few days to rest with no games while the All-Star games and festivities continued. So I decided to explore the city's streetball scene as I heard some rumors of fierce competition wanting to challenge me in some streetball. So I made my way to the infamous Sunset Park to meet the DJ who runs the streetball courts. He explained that I had to earn my way up the ladder to fight some of the best competition from Sunset Park. These act as in-game boss battles. Every time I beat a boss, they become an optional teammate of mine. If I beat all the bosses in all the courts, I'd be rewarded with plenty. With nicknames like Mr. Maybe and the Taxman, I was pretty confident I could breeze through these games. With these streetball games, if you're able to get a significant lead, you can activate the shutdown meter. By shutting down an opponent, you can actually end the game before reaching the 21-point minimum. Like, you know what I mean? It's like pretty... Yeah, you have 2 bums. And this Mr. Maybe guy is cooking me. After beating all the bosses at Sunset Park, young Wayne pointed me to the point. 1 court down, I had 2 more to conquer.
Aw, man. If it ain't the NBA superstar and buddy streetball legend MP in the flesh.
What up, Wayne?
Each time I conquered a court, I get an article of clothing. I'm assuming once completing all the parks, I would have the full outfit. As you may have guessed, I did indeed breathe through these games, facing the final boss of the point, bear hug, and shutting him down. This led me to the final streetball court of the city, the Yard. These courts have some really amazing names, I must admit. For some reason, it looks like the Yard is in a warehouse, so I don't know why the heck it's called the Yard. The Yard is a little bit different. Instead of facing different bosses, I had to keep facing the same boss, but he had a different skill set. I didn't really understand this. After playing the streetball side quest, 2K really lacked in the story this year of MyCareer, which is not a bad thing because I don't really think people play MyCareer for the story. I think most people play for Park, which is why I play, so I can't hate them too much for it. After conquering all the streetball courts of the city, I was rewarded with a kingly outfit, a kingly crown, and tuxedo that I didn't wear as it's not my style. So I pretty much wasted time doing that, but it's fine. I got like a little bit of EC, I guess, and some badge progression, but that's about it. It was now time to get back to the NBA season after All-Star break, with my first key game matchup being the 76ers and James Harden. At this point, I had also had some of my badges to gold tier level, including Deadeye, Blinders, and Open Looks. I've been grinding and getting better. At this point, it was now rinse and repeat, playing positional rivals and matchups. We beat conference rivals, the Washington Wizards, the Phoenix Suns, and positional rival from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. We have been on the fence all season on whether we were going to make the playoffs or not. But I had faith in this young core. From these wins, I have now upgraded to an 86 overall, more like the NBA superstar projected every day, dropping 50, 60, and 70-point games. After outperforming Paul George again, dang, 2K is doing PG dirty, bro. I had a key game on April 5th against the Magic in honor of my uncle dying. I would have actually almost missed this key game if I didn't go back and watch the recording. 2K didn't do a very good job of getting us to care about his death or the meaning of it. So I didn't even think twice when playing this game. I was just in grind mode at this point. After doing my uncle proud with a solid performance, I decided to go shopping and spend my NBA salary. Just because I'm an NBA superstar doesn't mean I'm rich as all, because quite frankly, like I explained earlier with the VC troubles, I am broke as frick. So actually, it was more of just a window shopping spree, looking at all the things I could buy if I had enough VC. I haven't even been able to afford a pair of kicks yet because I've been putting all my VC into upgrading my attributes. Because of my amazing scoring, I had the opportunity to break the team record for points in a season in my next game against the Celtics. So in playing the Celtics, I had a 40+ point performance and broke the Hornets franchise record for scoring in a season. I'm already becoming a Hornets legend. It was almost the end of the season, and if we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell, we would secure our spot in the play-in tournament. So I did what I do best, coming in clutch for my team. Now that the season was over and we were waiting for our first play-in game, the NBA awards were announced, with Joel Embiid getting MVP And your boy, the Black Mamba, winning Rookie of the Year. Well deserved, if I do say so myself. I finished the season averaging 28 points as a rookie with above 50% shooting. That's pretty freaking wild. I had also made the all-rookie first team. It was time for the play-in, and I just want to preface before this gets started. I ended up simming the entire play-in, but I thought it would give me a key game at one point. As you can see, game 1 against the Raptors, I dropped 32. We lose that game. And now to determine who gets the 8th seed, we had to play the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I simmed this game thinking there was no way 2K would make me lose without giving me a key game opportunity. And as you can see, the Charlotte Hornets, we took the L. Despite me dropping 43 points at 66% shooting, we lost to the Bucks by 2. What the frick happened? Did Chris Middleton hit a game winner? Did Giannis dunk on my face in the last minutes of the game? What happened for us to lose by 2? This loss ended my first 100 days of my career. It's sad to end on losing in the play-in tournament, that's for sure. And as you can see, the 76ers finally brought a championship to Philadelphia, led by MVP of this season, Joel Embiid. Before I ended my 100 days playthrough, free agency was available and I decided to re-sign with the Charlotte Hornets, ready with vengeance to get them a championship. I also received my level 2 Nike contract. Despite all the progress we made over this 100 days and winning Rookie of the Year, I still had a lot to do in terms of GOAT tier. I was still at the lowest level. But overall, my first season was in the books, and only time will tell what's left for the Black Mamba.